Good morning. Okay. I snapped. I snapped yesterday. I really did. Um, and I feel still like it needed to be addressed. But I'm gonna go ahead and apologize because the person apologized to me, and I feel like if they were cool enough to apologize and make themselves known, because I would have never known. I would have never known who took my joke over yonder. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I snapped yesterday. You can go and watch the footage. I did a video and a half, and I got on my podcast because I just was it was raw. It was very raw to me. It felt like a personal attack on me. And if I'm being honest, it felt that way because I had already been kicked in my creative balls, as I put it, twice last week. Two separate creative endeavors that I was launching and working on. One was stopped and one was stalled. And then, I get on YouTube. I'm trying to, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life next. I'm trying to figure out, how can I get out here and sell these jokes? That's literally my mindset. Every day I wake up, every day it is, how can I get on out in the world and make a true living on my comedy? Because that's the only thing I feel like I'm good at. The only thing that I will unabashedly say, I have a talent for this. My mom was like, girl, you can sing, and that's about it. You can sing. She tells me I'm funny as well. But, when everyone says, let's talk about Kayla, the first thing they say, and a lot of times the only thing they say is, she is hilarious. I feel like that is my gift. That's my talent. I feel like that is something that I was put on the earth to do. And I feel like that is something I was put on the earth to make money from. So yesterday, I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers, trying to revamp and come off of these these light rejections, honey. Cause I know I'm going to endure plenty more rejections before y'all finally see my, my drama on HBO, before y'all finally see my comedy on HBO, before y'all finally see my Netflix special. I'm gonna probably have a bunch more rejections. So I was like, okay, cool, rejection, whatever, let me revamp. And then I was watching Alexander Rogers and heard my joke, a joke that came from my head, pop up, and he cackled, and it was like, okay, Alexander Rogers cackled, so I know it's funny. I knew it was funny to begin with, but, he is one of the YouTube upper echelon. He says stuff that folks just fall out and fly him out over. And it's just, I was very raw about that, especially coming off of those two creative stalls. Because, I said one was stalled and one was stopped, but they were both stalled, honey. No, you can't stop me even if you stopped me, as Lil Wayne said. But like I'm saying, I was very raw yesterday. And I'm just, y'all know that I really don't do a lot as far as my life goes. I write jokes and I write television that doesn't get picked up. One of the things that I feel like was stopped, and I'm changing that verbiage to say it was stalled, is the Girlfriends reunion. Y'all know for years I have been on this platform telling y'all I'm doing a Girlfriends reunion. It's not going to be Girlfriends, but it's going to be the ladies of Girlfriends. We're going to get them all back together as soon as they all say yes, as soon as it gets picked up. I'm going to bring Jill Marie Jones, Golden Brooks, and Persia White back together. We don't know if we can get Tracee Ellis Ross. We don't know. But I'm writing this project specifically for these women to be a part of and be on. It's going to be great. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Y'all have heard me say that, those of you that have been here for 2 to 3 years now. I've been saying that I want to get the ladies back together. Y'all heard me say I have started writing on this project. I'm sure y'all have heard me say I've got a couple of scripts down on this project. Y'all have not heard me say that I've pitched the project, but I have pitched the project and, hit a couple brick walls on that. And then when I woke up last week and found out that the ladies were all linking up and getting together for an episode of Blackish, it felt like a creative rejection. It felt like, God gave me the idea and gave me the motivation and the push to do this project, to get these ladies together, to have this reunion, and to have my name be a part of the legendary Girlfriends reunion. We ain't seen the girls together in years. And then it just was over. It's like, oh, we're going to see the girls together and they're going to do an episode of Blackish. And, that big reveal that you wanted to have, though you've been talking about it on YouTube and you know, the 3,000 people may have heard about it. The world at large had not heard you say that, had not, you know, heard you do that, and the show was going to be a remarkable thing. I called my dad. My dad said the show's still going to be remarkable. The ladies still may work with you. This may spark a passion for them to work together again, but it still doesn't feel as special. It still doesn't feel as special. And that was one of the main creative ball kicks that I got last week. Another one was, I can't even, I'm not even gonna tell y'all about that one yet. We might talk about that in another video, but I felt creatively compromised. And when my material ended up on someone else's channel without my credit, you know, it really felt like, why am I even doing comedy? Why am I doing YouTube? Why am I doing anything and I'm not being appreciated? My things are, you know, I see my material all over the internet. I really do. I see my material that I've come up with, material that I have handcrafted all over the internet. People are laughing. People are getting money. People are in Tyler Perry movies. People are everywhere. People are getting Soul Train awards based off of comedy that it feels very tiresome. It feels very tiresome. It feels very cumbersome. It feels like it's one thing to be behind the scenes and write for other comedians and this, that, and the other if you're getting paid to do that. But I'm being scooped. I'm being scooped left and right, and it's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, why did God even give me the talent if he's not going to let me share it with the masses? He's not going to inspire y'all to share these videos or play them for your cousins and them. You know your cousins, Pookie and Day. Play it for them and let everybody get a taste of this good comedy. You know, it's like, why even give me, and I wonder this all the time when I watch like American Idol and you see the people who have worked so hard to get on American Idol and they've tried their best and they don't make it, and they never make it. You never hear from them again. And it's like, why would God give them, you know, the passion to do this and they can't go nowhere with it? That really hurts my heart. That hurts my feelings. And from that, yesterday, I spoke from a hurt feelings place and kind of snapped a little bit. And you know, I woke up, well, I haven't been asleep, but my mind woke up, honey. My mind started doing that early morning thinking, and I was like, this really, it didn't have to be, it didn't have to be a video, a half video, and a podcast episode. It really did. You know, you snapped. And then I got on Instagram. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw that I had a new message request, or I was scrolling through my notifications and I saw that I had a new message request on Instagram, and I was like, well, that's, you know, I don't check my Instagram messages all the time, but usually folks that message me are people that, you know, they don't have to request. And I was like, well, that's weird. And it was the person apologizing to me, and we're not gonna name names, we're not gonna do none of that, because I honestly think they didn't mean any harm. I feel like it was just, you know, they explained that they were typing, you know, very quickly, and it popped up in the chat, and, you know, Alexander read it and cackled, and, you know, things go fast on live on live videos, live situations. So I ain't mad. I was never mad at Alexander. Y'all don't take this over there to Alex Rogers talking about this this helper is trying to, you know, do the most. Don't do that, because I was never mad at you know, Alexander Diane. I never was. I did, however, get a little upset with those of you who watched Alex's video, and when I made my little rants yesterday, I had people commenting, DMing, and private messaging, PMing, I guess. I guess direct message is DM. What's BM? Is it a City Girl song? It's a song that I listen to every couple weeks, and they say something about a BM. And I've always thought a BM was a bowel movement, but they say your boyfriend is, or your girlfriend, somebody's friend is in their BMs. Is it that Yo Gotti song? Is that what I'm thinking of? Your boyfriend in my BMs? I don't know if it's that song or not. I can't recall. Anyway, whatever. Y'all have messaged me, a couple of y'all, and said, I heard that in Alexander's video, and I knew it was you immediately. And I'm like, well, I had done scrolled through Alexander's comments. I did twice yesterday to see was anybody gonna say, hey, this joke is another comedian's joke. Blessed and Grateful did. And I appreciate you greatly for that, sis. Commenting under there and saying that, you know, the joke belonged to me. I appreciate that. But I'm just sitting here like, now wait a minute. Y'all don't watch the video. Y'all knew it was me. And y'all told me y'all watched the video and knew that it was my joke. But didn't nobody tell Alexander. Because what I never want is for y'all to come over to one of my lives and make a joke and I repeat it on live and then somebody feels the way I felt yesterday. I don't ever want that to happen. I don't ever want y'all to come over and tell me a joke that, you know, y'all got from somebody else. If it's a handcrafted joke, if it's a knock-knock joke or a little something like that, you know, that's one thing. But if it's actual, somebody's actual comedy style, that is my comedy style. You know, making reference to old Oprah movies is my comedy style. I make old black movie references and draw them into everyday life constantly. That's my comedy style. I don't want y'all to take somebody else's jokes. I really don't want you to take their comedy style either, but I don't want y'all to take somebody else's jokes and present them to me and have me laughing thinking that was your joke. I don't want that, because I don't want them to see it and be like, oh no. You know, because some people aren't as logical as I am. And they'll be done thought I stole the joke. You know, even though I try to read out the names of who said what or, you know, on my lives. I don't want nobody to feel slighted by me. I don't want nobody to feel slighted by you. You know, so let's all stick to our own comedy. You know, most of you all that comment to me and speak to me directly in my lives, y'all have your own styles of comedy and it's hilarious. You know, I know you all's brands of comedy because we talk, we chit, we chat, we have a good time. Let's refrain from scooping anybody's comedy, anybody's jokes, anybody's style. Let's try not to do that. Let's try to speak up when we see some, you know, as my mother said on the podcast, an injustice. Let's try to speak up a little bit about that because, like I said, this is something I'm trying to do with and for the rest of my life. I would like to tell y'all jokes and make money off of it for the rest of my life. For the rest of my natural born existence, I want to tell y'all jokes. You know, I want to be on the TV screen telling y'all jokes. I want to be in the literature telling y'all jokes. I want to be, you know, on the movies telling y'all jokes. And I want to remain here on YouTube telling y'all jokes. Cannot do that, you know, if I feel underappreciated. And I really, really felt underappreciated yesterday. Again, I want to apologize for snapping on the person that I snapped on, because I really, you know, after reading your message to me, I don't feel like you did it on purpose. But I needed to give y'all the backstory of, you know, the snappage. I needed to give y'all the backstory, and I needed to address, you know, all of y'all messaging me and, you know, telling me that, yeah, we saw that, but, you know, potato. Like, no, that's not the way love goes. Because I would never do that. You know, I would never ignore that for one of y'all. You know, if I see something going on with y'all, I'd be like, Doo-doo-doo said that. Doo-doo-doo said it. That was Doo-doo-doo. You know? Or shout out to Doo-doo-doo for saying, you know, this specific, you know, that kind of thing. So let's just at least those of you that love me. I know YouTube is a very messy place. It's a very beef-filled place, and a lot of y'all love that kind of thing. But those of you that genuinely love me, love my channel, love my comedy, let's be a family. You know, I structure this channel as a family. This channel is the family union. The family union, not the family reunion, honey. The family union. We all get together. We cousins, we aunties, we nieces, we nephews. We got our lesbian auntie, Kiki Palmer, you know. As I senior, you know, because I call her the middle-aged lesbian auntie because of the way she dresses sometimes. You know, we've got our senior members of the family, me and lesbian auntie Kiki Palmer. We've got our senior aunties, you know, Angela Bassett and them. We try to have family time over here, and you don't want your family falling out. So let's remain a family. Let's hug. Let's love each other. I love all of you. I really do. Finna go in this house because it's hot. That's what I'm about to do. I think I'm gonna get me a little cool cup of juice. You know, I went downstairs to get me a cool pop, and at first I thought someone was barbecuing. Somebody was barbecuing, and I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Sweet Brown said that. Let me get in this house. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.